Jim? Are you on this frequency? Jim, are you out there? I'm at the rendezvous. It's all clear here. I've been thinking about what you said. There's something dark in me, Jim. I need you. I need you to hear me right now.
Your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this news. Notorious rebel Jim Raynor was captured in a daring raid yesterday. He was briefly interrogated and summarily executed. Emperor Mengsk had this to say.
Proud Dominion citizens, at long last our nightmare is over. The lawless terrorist James Raynor is dead. With his death comes a new era of peace. The Protoss have retreated from our dominion, and the Zerg threat has been removed. Their swarm is shattered and leaderless. Soon, we will eradicate every last Zerg on Char. In short, we have won. Our peace and security is assured. Good night, my faithful subjects.
Mengsk.
Navigation online. Destination Zerg space. Confirm.
Confirmed.
Intercepted Dominion transmissions indicate the Zerg swarm has been split into factions. Part of the swarm is on Char, under the command of a broodmother named Sagara. She is fighting a running battle against General Warfield's Dominion forces. A broodmother named Nafash took her brood to the frozen moon of Calder. Recent reports indicate a Protoss presence there. There is a high likelihood that Nafash is fighting the Protoss for control of Calder. Her brood is believed to contain highly evolved, dangerous Zerg organisms. Organisms detected.
That's why I'm here. They'll either accept me as their queen, or I'll start killing them one by one until they do. What are you?
I am Isha. Your Majesty used to store all her ideas, thoughts, and plans within me. Do you not remember?
Yes, I do remember you. More importantly, you remember me.
You are the Queen of Blades. I obey.
Perfect. Summon the swarm and prepare to move on Core Hall.
The swarm is in disarray and will not answer your call. Most Zerg on Calder are under the command of Broodmother Nafash. She seeks to create her own swarm. While she lives, the swarm will be divided.
Not for long it won't. Take us down to the surface.
The scouts report that Nafash set up a hive on this plane, but abandoned it shortly after.
She moved off into those ice valleys. That must be where the Protoss are. Tell me about this Leviathan.
It is the organism from which you command the swarm, and this is its nerve center.
And it can take me to any world I wish?
Of course, my queen, but our numbers are few. Before conquering other worlds, you may wish to reclaim your forces here on Calder.
Leave the strategy to me. Now, what else can I do on this Leviathan?
You can evolve and upgrade your swarm in the evolution pit. The creature Abathur can help you.
What are you?
Abathur. Evolve swarm, spin strands and sequences. Served Overmind, then served Queen of Blades. Now serve you.
I am the Queen of Blades.
Different. Examining genetic strands. Queen of Blades was efficient, ancient Zerg qualities. Minor Terran influence. You, infected with more Terran matter. Grasper limb poorly designed. Can improve. We'll give it back better.
Don't touch me.
Only focus is evolving the swarm. Seek perfection in all things. Work in evolution pit. Can review my work here. Can evolve units at any time. Start with Zergling. Swarm suffering on this moon.
I thought you'd made my Zerg stronger than this.
Calder as cold as deep space. Other than Leviathan, no reason to specialize swarm for such cold.
Is that an excuse?
Wasteful to spin unnecessary adaptations. Complexity bad. Not needed before. Needed now. We'll look for local fauna. Essence useful for swarm adaptation.
Do it.
Organism can be upgraded. 3 distinct mutations available. Once chosen, will activate sequences within creature. Improve combat potential. Mutation choice, not permanent. Can alter at any time.
Nafash moved her brood into these ice valleys to fight the Protoss. It is unknown if she will join you willingly. This moon has pockets of intense cold called flash freeze storms. One such storm is approaching. It will push temperatures down so fast that almost all thermal energy will be lost. The storm will pass quickly, but while it is here, your troops will be frozen in place.
I can sense indigenous creatures nearby. Their matriarchs have powerful essence, strong enough to help us adapt to this cold. Who asked you? This world is mine. Get going. I have to find an Ursidon matriarch and get her essence. Nothing stands in my way. The swarm hungers. There's not much time. The swarm never rests. Let's get this over.
This Zerg is feral. It is not under the control of any higher entity.
Yes? Out with it. Get going. Push ahead. Speak quickly. Out with it. Speak. You have my... Another feral roach. Something is very wrong. The swarm never rests. There's not much time. The swarm hungers. Who asked you?
The flash freeze is near.
I just have to find an Ursidon matriarch. Fine. Speak quickly.
The flash freeze has arrived. Your troops are frozen.
These Ursidon, led by Matriarch, strong essence. Once local essence assimilated, Swarm will resist flash freeze.
What is it now?
Flash freeze now ending.
Out with it. The swarm never rests. You have my attention.
Essence assimilated. Swarm resistant to flash freeze.
Excellent. And now I can sense Nefash's hive cluster nearby.
Injured roaches able to burrow, regain health.
Yes? You have my attention. Who asked you? Out with it. Speak quickly. The swarm hungers. Yes? Nothing stands in my... The swarm hunger. Who asked you? You have my attention. What is it now? Nefash's brood. The Protoss must have wiped them out. I'll awaken this hive cluster for the swarm.
The Protoss sense the awakening. They are aware of our presence.
The Queen of Blades. But what has happened to you? Frail and human.
Protoss. I wondered when you'd show yourselves.
We must inform Shakuras. They will send the Golden Armada. They will destroy you.
Isha, tell me the Protoss are out of range of Shakuras.
They are, my queen. However, the Protoss have psi-link spires that can amplify their psionic communication.
Then we destroy those spires before the Protoss can activate them. Speak quickly.
Additional matriarch essence nearby. If collected, Swarm can become more efficient in flash freeze.
I do like an efficient swarm. If I have a chance, I will hunt down some matriarchs. The swarm never rests.
brave Protoss. Slow her down. Take the fight to her.
Yes?
Protoss approaching the hive cluster.
Who asked you?
Flash freeze approaching. The Protoss will be vulnerable until it passes.
The Protoss are defenseless. Attack now. Swarm hungers. Speak quickly. Yes? This world is out with it.
Stop.
Flash freeze is passing.
Spawn more overlords.
This world is mine. Out with it. What is it now? Get going. Nothing stands in line.
Flash freeze coming in soon.
You have my attention. Who asked you?
Flash freeze storm has arrived.
Press our advantage. Destroy the Protoss. Push ahead. Out with it. Yes? There's not much time.
The flash freeze is ending.
Our forces are under attack.
Nothing stands. What is it now?
Our forces are under attack.
Swarm, you have my attention. Get going. Yes? Push ahead. The swarm never rests.
Complete. Spawn more overlords.
Time grows short, Kerrigan. The Golden Armada will come for you.
Speak quickly. Out with it. You have have my attention.
Flash freeze storm approaching soon.
Who asked you? The swarm hungers.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
A flash freeze storm has hit.
The Protoss are defenseless. Attack now. Quickly. Push ahead.
We require more minerals.
What is it now? Out with it. Swarm hungers. The swarm never rests. Quickly. Who asked you? One down.
Even if you destroy our spires, we will get word to Shakuras.
Flash freeze now ending.
We require more minerals.
Out with it. Push ahead. The swarm hungers.
Mutation complete. Our forces are under attack.
Get going.
We require more minerals.
In a few moments, there will be a flash freeze. My queen, completing bonus objectives will increase your power level.
Asked you. What is it now? The swarm never...
Flash freeze storm has arrived.
Spawn more overlords. We require more minerals.
Let's get this over with. Get going. You have my attention.
Unacceptable command.
There's not much time. Push ahead.
The flash freeze is ending.
The swarm hungers. The swarm never rests. Out with it.
Mutation complete. We require more minerals.
Yes? Speak quickly. This world is...
Matriarch essence useful. Visibility during flash freeze increased.
Let's get this over with.
Forces are under attack.
The swarm never rests. Speak quickly.
Flash freeze will be here soon.
The swarm hungers. Out with it. What is it now?
Spawn more overlords. We require more minerals.
Flash freeze.
Yes? Who asked you? Look at the swarm hungers. Push. What is it now?
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
The swarm hungers. The swarm never rests. Speak quickly. This world is mine. Out with it.
Flash freeze ending. We should retreat until the next storm hits.
Who asked you? What is it now? Let's get this over with. Swarm hungers. There's not much time.
Our forces are under attack.
Nothing stands. What is it now? Yes? Get... What is it now? Push ahead.
A creep tumor is under attack.
Out with it. Let's get this over with. Nothing. Who asked you? This swarm speaks quickly. The swarm never rests. Yes? You have my attention. Push ahead.
Unacceptable command.
Flash freeze will be here soon.
Swarm hungers.
A flash freeze storm has hit.
Command, we are at maximum supply.
Who asked you? This world is...
Mineral field depleted.
You have my attention. Who asked you? The swarm never rests. The swarm hungers. Get going.
Flash freeze now ending.
Please don't creep. Our forces are under attack.
Speak quickly. What is it now? One more left.
It's no use, Kerrigan. Shakuras will destroy you.
Nothing stands in my way. You have my attention. Get this over with.
Matriarch essence assimilated. Swarm perfectly adapted to fight in flash freeze storms.
Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
The swarm hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
Flash freeze will be here soon.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Get out with it. Yes? What is it now? This world... Who?
Flash freeze is here.
Mineral field depleted.
Nothing stands in my way. The swarm, you have my attention.
Our forces are under attack.
Speak quickly. Push ahead. The swarm hungers.
The flash freeze is ending.
Yes?
Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
You have my attention.
Mineral field depleted.
What is it now?
Our forces are under attack.
You have my attention. This world is mine. Out with it. The swarm never rests.
Our forces are under attack.
Get going.
Mineral field depleted.
Who asked you?
Flash freeze storm approaching soon.
Mineral field. Our forces are under attack. We are at maximum supply.
Flash freeze storm has arrived.
Nafash, I didn't have much hope of finding you alive at this point. The Protoss will pay many times over. Hungers.
Vespene guys are exhausted.
You have my attention. There's not much time. The swarm never rests.
Flash freeze now ending.
Yes? What is it now?
Our forces are under attack.
We should wait for a flash freeze before attacking this heavily fortified location.
Nothing stands.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
What is it now?
Flash freeze storm approaching soon.
Quickly. You have my attention.
The Protoss forces are now frozen.
Let's get this over with. Yes? The swarm hungers.
The Hive cluster are under attack.
The swarm never rests. You have my attention. Speak quickly.
Our forces are under attack. We are at maximum supply.
Nothing stands. What is it now?
Mineral
Flash freeze is passing.
forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Speak quickly. Yes? You have my attention. What is it now? The swarm never rests. Nothing stands. Out with it. Who asked you?
Mineral field depleted.
Speak quickly.
Flash freeze coming in soon.
The swarm hungers. This world is in... Yes? What is it now? Speak quickly. There's not much time.
Our forces are under attack.
The Protoss forces are now frozen.
Speak quickly.
The spires have fallen! Retreat!
The Protoss expedition will be unable to contact Shakuras.
Now they have to deal with us.